All right, family. All right, family. Peace and blessings. I know all is well. Hey, Brandel Chapel, Sediamun L. Okay. Tonight we're going to be talking about the spiritual meaning of Jupiter coming closer to us, and also celebrity readings. Okay. We're going to be David Chappelle, Nipsey Hussle, and who else?
The Boricua, whatever the Cardi B, Cardi B. However she said it.
All right. Let me transition this over. Peace and blessings to our family on YouTube, okay?
Peace
For
to the
those of
family.
you on YouTube, I'm Munam.
Brother Adinkra.
Y'all know what's on Facebook. It is what it is. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the meaning of Jupiter coming closer to the Earth. All of the planets are coming closer, but I'm going to tell you like this. Jupiter, Mercury, Neptune are getting ready to close in closer on the Earth. But the reason I wanted to talk about Jupiter is because Jupiter is the most spiritual planet in the galaxy, right?
Right.
Jupiter protects the Earth, okay? Mm-hmm. The magnetosphere of Jupiter is just 20 times more powerful than Earth's magnetosphere. And you know that keeps us from getting hit with the actual asteroids, you know what I mean? That they be shooting out, you see? But what does it mean to us? Because what we need to understand is when we speak about Jupiter, okay, we need to understand Jupiter coming closer to us is a big deal. And we need to make it a big deal, okay? Jupiter is the planet of intellectual, of spirituality, okay? So, with Jupiter being the most spiritual planet, it's going to take an effect on our earthly planet, and it's going to affect us as human beings, which means, you know, we're going to go through our spiritual transformation. Mm-hmm. Jupiter is responsible for consciousness, for your spiritual growth, okay? So this does mean a lot. People are not paying attention. Not only are we going through a transformation here on the earth, as I always say, and as the ancients said, as above, so below, everything is going through a transformation. So with Jupiter, especially Jupiter being the most spiritual planet, okay, the most powerful planet right about now, coming closer to Earth, it is a big deal. Trust me, you need to start communicating with Jupiter. Jupiter is going to give you your spiritual power. With it being closer to us, expect to feel more energy and more spiritual power. You want to add to that?
Yeah, that's true. That's correct. Like you said, with Jupiter being closer, it brings a lot of correcting to certain situations too. People, like you said, people doing things they're not supposed to be doing. Another thing, Jupiter is gonna even make that happen even quicker, as far as retribution and justice and all of that being served. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I agree with everything you said, and of course with the protection of the earth being the protection. So, let's get it going.
Okay, all right, okay, all right, family. So, you know what? What we got to understand is that I'm going to tell you when I start seeing it get closer to the earth. I'm telling you right after February, probably during the spring equinox, you're going to start seeing and feeling the energy of Jupiter, okay? You're going to start feeling and seeing the energy of Jupiter. So, with saying that, get ready. Pay homage to the planet Jupiter. Get ready to feel spiritual. You see, we always say that we're spiritual beings living a human experience. Well, get ready to come into your spirituality on another whole level, okay? That means if you do ritual work, if you call yourself a babalao, if you call yourself a priestess, if you call yourself a priest, or whatever you want to call yourself, your spiritual work as long now, because remember, Jupiter is a very spiritual planet. As long as it's on a righteousness, Jupiter is going to actually heighten, the energy of Jupiter is going to heighten your spiritual work. It's going to be powerful, okay? But the key to that is years ago, the ancient ancestors told me that we needed to do rituals. Now, if you all don't remember, go back to my radio show. It's about 3 years ago. They said for us to begin to do rituals by the planets. And we're not talking about in the astrology way or the moon. I'm talking about specific rituals. So for instance, you will call on the energy or the spirit of Jupiter to assist with your ritual. But these rituals were to be done outside. And the ancient ancestors said that we are supposed to write them backwards to mirror the actual cosmos or the planets, okay? So we would write them backwards, but we would write them from right to left. So any rituals that you were getting ready to do outside pertaining to these certain planets that you will call upon to assist in your rituals, you needed to write it backwards, not frontwards, and you need to write it from right to left, okay? You got something to say about that?
I remember doing that. I remember we was out when they gave you the first gave you the message, and we was out doing the rituals to Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I can attest with the ritual work being done and it coming through. So yeah, I remember that. And
yeah. Any questions, family? Any questions? That was the beginning of the show. Okay? Now, somebody said, Nikki, y'all need to do celebrity readings. Okay? Now, you all know that years ago, I would do celebrity readings on my radio show. Years ago, y'all remember I used to read the celebrities? Not just personal readings for them. I'll talk about read about them and what I seen spiritually was going to happen to these celebrities, okay? So, my brother Dinkler here, my sweetheart, y'all, my brat, he said we should read David Chappelle. What do y'all think? David Chappelle, Nipsey Hussle, and Cardi B. So, what do y'all think? David Chappelle, that's his boy, so I think I'm gonna let him go ahead and go with David Chappelle. What do you see, Brother Dinkler, for David Chappelle this year? You know, I love my brother David Chappelle. I just love his, comedy. He's funny, and let me tell you something. He's truly gifted. But I love David Chappelle, so I'm gonna let Brother Dinkler read what's gonna happen with David Chappelle this year.
David Chappelle. Well, I see what David Chappelle is like. This is gonna be a great year for him. I see him doing more business deals. I see more money coming to him, like even more than just his Netflix deal where he got $22 million. I see even more money coming to him. I do see like in the past there was work done against him when he ran off to Africa. But now, what I was looking at Dave Chappelle and I was reading him today, what I was seeing was that the people that were responsible for doing this spiritual work and attacking him spiritually, they getting theirs right as we speak right now. They really getting served ass whooping spiritually right now, to the point where the person did the work. They were trying to make him lose everything, and they were trying to make him mess with his mind spiritually and make him depressed. And he did the right thing by running off to Africa and getting away from all of that energy. Like I say, I do see that energy is being turned on that person as we speak right now. It happened years ago, but they still getting their ass kicked from it. And as he rises, they're gonna fall even further. And it was certain people in the industry that had to do with some of the things that happened to Chappelle, so they're getting served an ass whooping also, and they getting their ass kicked spiritually. I see that this is just gonna be a great time for him. Like he's gonna really reap the benefits of his work.
Well, David Chappelle, David Chappelle, David Chappelle. Okay. You know what? I admire the brother because you know what? First of all, you don't hear too much about his personal family. But I'm going to say this, what I do see is that he's a very, very good father. He loves his wife, okay? And I do see that, you know what, this year is going to be a really good year for David Chappelle. A lot of the karma, a lot of the drama, a lot of the things that they did to our brother is going to begin to backfire, okay? Or come, you know, as they say, reciprocity, what comes around goes around. All of them who came against him. And see, what they don't understand is that David Chappelle was walking with a lot of ancestors, okay? Now, when David Chappelle went over to Africa, he went to where he belonged, where he needed to go, which was to go to his, you know, personal, you know, how can I put this, Ngangas and Sangombas, okay? To, you know, find out what was going on with his path, okay? I'm going to tell you like this. David Chappelle don't talk about it. The brother's very brilliant with his spirituality. And I see that David Chappelle can see, okay? He's very spiritual behind closed doors. He's very funny because that's one of his journeys on this earth is to be very funny. But David Chappelle is also a healer as we are. David Chappelle has some spiritual power that he needs to tap into, and he knows that he can see. He has a very, very strong gift to see like we do, okay?
Wow.
But you know, David Chappelle is pretty much going to, you know, continue to do what he's been doing. But this time he is, I'm telling you all, like an army of ancestors that I see around his brother, they will not be able to touch him because he is truly a messenger. He truly came back to this earth to be, okay, that messenger and to make us laugh. He has a job. And let me tell you all something about David Chappelle. He's just not here to make you laugh, but he also heals, okay? Heals in the sense of some of the things that he says is meant to heal you. Whether you want to believe it or not, some people have a hard time fathoming this, but it's real, okay? I don't know. I just see, like, from this point on, he ain't gonna worry about anything. I do see that he may, family. It looks like, I don't know if he's gonna try to start his own TV network or try to do something where he's gonna have his own channel. But David Chappelle is getting ready to take his you know, personal business in reference to doing other things besides comedy to the next level. And I keep seeing a TV network or maybe his own type of podcast or video podcast or something that David Chappelle is going to do. And that's what I'm seeing for him next year. He's I see that he's also going to be working with some new and upcoming comedians and kind of training them. They're going to be taking comedy to the next level. You see what I'm saying? You know, they used to have Def Comedy Jams where, you know, you got a chance on there. You would go to, you know, to the Apollo and you have a chance on there. But they're doing something different with the comedians. This year is going to be a little bit different, okay? And I see David Chappelle working with a lot of other up-and-coming comedians that don't pretty much or look up to him. And they're going to do some type of crazy training. I don't know what they're going to do, but that's what Spirit is showing me, that David Chappelle is going to be busy. And it looks like he's going to do his own either TV station or TV channel or whatever it may be. Something in that arena that I'm seeing with David Chappelle. Again, what I noticed with him, he's very private with his life, his family, and his children. And I believe his kids should be old enough to be going to college now, right?
I think they probably at the tail end of high school, like maybe 11th, 12th grade or something.
Well, I'm going to tell him one thing. If you're listening, David Chappelle, you be prepared to be a grandfather by next year because one of them kids is having a baby, okay? That's what I see. So you about to be a happy grandpappy, okay?
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because when I was reading them also, I seen that one of his, I think it was a daughter that was kind of like, she's kind of rebellious. Not in a way to like bring exposure to the family, but she does what she like wants to do.
Yeah, but
Like they kind of bump heads a little bit. Like,
they do, but he put the damper on her ass too. One thing I gotta say, like I said, I see spiritually that David Chappelle's a very good father, and he keeps his family out the limelight as much as possible. If you all notice that, but at the end of the day, he ain't gonna play with them, and she rebels. But the problem with that is what I see with his daughter is that she's the same as him. They got the same type of personality. So the daughter kind of like but he spoils them a little bit too. But she better not get too out of order because I see that he will put the damper on her behind. Okay, now for those who just joined. We're talking about, we talk a little bit about Jupiter and the importance of us knowing the spirituality and how Jupiter's coming closer. But now we're doing celebrity readings. He suggested we do David Chappelle, Nipsey Hussle, and Cardi B. I don't know too much about Cardi B. He listens to her music. I don't.
No, I don't.
Yes,
I hear it on the radio.
Okay,
That's about
I don't even
it.
hear it on the radio, y'all.
I just figured, we had, we wanted to pick a female because, a lot of men get a lot of shine in a lot of these podcasts and stuff like that for the conscious community. They show a lot of love to the men, but they don't give a lot of women credit for anything. So I just think that we should be bringing more of a balance to it.
Shut up. You like Cardi B. Shut up. You like that little Latin girl. Shut up.
No.
All I'm going to say,
I don't listen to her music. If I hear it on the radio, I hear it. But, I just figured she would be a good topic to talk about.
Okay. I'm going to say this. I'm going to talk about, now you all heard of Nipsey Hussle, okay? Nipsey Hussle was a rap hip-hop artist. And, what's funny, because a lot of people thought that Nipsey Hussle was Indian, right? But his father's from Africa, and his mother's African in America, okay? So what's crazy about it is that, we've been following Nipsey Hussle for a while, and I just love this kid. When I say kid, because he's young to me, y'all, and to us, but I just love this kid. And let me tell you something about this kid that people are sleeping on.
He got a head on his fucking shoulders. I tell you that.
Not just a head on his effing shoulders.
He got a shoulder. That boy is brilliant.
Well, I'm going to say not only brilliant, but let me tell you, Nipsey Hussle is a true, how can we call it? I don't like to use the word guru or I'm gonna say God, okay? And when I say a type of God, okay? This boy, first of all, he's highly spiritual. And Nipsey Hussle can see his behind off, okay? Mm-hmm. He can see his behind off. He ain't telling y'all, but when I say spiritual,
he mad spiritual.
He's one of the ones like them. I'm gonna tell you like this. I see superhero energy with Nipsey Hussle. You see, I'm like superhero, like a Superman or whatever them damn superheroes' names are. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's not Ethiopian. His father is from another part of Africa. It's near Ethiopia, but it's not Ethiopian. His mother is African American, but his father was from, and I can't forget, it was one of the parts of Africa you really hear, but it's not too far from Ethiopia, but it's on the outskirts of Ethiopia. And I'll find the name. Look it up real quick if you can.
But he said when you look at his brother and his father, you would swear that I just knew that they was Indians. And when he said, "Nah, my dad's from such and such Africa," and I was like, Get out of here. But yeah, he and his mom was African American. I was shocked. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's African, man. And when I listen to Nipsey talk, like I say, he's very intellectual, but not only that, he does his research and he knows what he wants. He sets his goals, he goes after them, he creates. So he is a god. He creates off the energy that he puts forth and the effort that he put forth, so he creates whatever he wants for himself. And what I see with him is he's a businessman. He's gonna be like, by the time in 10 more years, the type of money he's gonna make is gonna be like, he's probably gonna be up there with Jay-Z or probably surpass Jay-Z. That's the type of money he's gonna make, a lot of money. He's investing into his own community. He's giving back, And what I like about him also is that he hires felons, you know. So he's giving back to the community in the way that if they if somebody goes out and makes a mistake, he can also help them correct them and help re-guide their life and shape their life to where they can have a job and they don't have to go out there and hustle and do some of the things that they're doing. So that's what I do like about him. And when you listen to the interviews and the things like that, the documentaries on him, they always say that the people in the hood, no matter if they're Crip or Blood or whatever set or wherever neighborhood they're from, that they have a lot of admiration and respect for Nipsey Hussle because number one, he gives back to the community and he's always there, and he doesn't act like a celebrity or a star, and that's what they love about him. So,
well, you just talked about the Nipsey Hussle. We're talking about the spiritual aspects of Nipsey Hussle. What I see for Nipsey Hussle is that he is going to surpass Jay-Z, Puff Diddy, and everybody else. And somebody in YouTube said, our lovely says that he is investing a lot in cryptocurrency. Mm-hmm. Well, what it is about Nipsey Hussle, he has a vision. He sees, like I said, he's highly, highly spiritual, okay? And he's been seeing since he's a little boy. He doesn't talk much about it, but he can see very well, okay? Now, when it comes back to Nipsey Hussle giving back to the community, this is where the God energy comes in with him. Because not only is he a seer, he's a healer, okay? Not only is he a healer, he's an empath, okay? So what it is with Nipsey Hussle, he's able to tap into the energy, okay, of not only being able to see, but being able to tap into people's energy. And see, this is one of the things he came back here for, which was to give back. He knows what his journey is here, okay? I did see that he went over to Amsterdam, and I think he, actually, what was the name of the coin? I don't know.
Follow
coin, which he invested in. So yes, he gets into the cryptocurrency, but that comes from him actually, being very business minded and tapping into the energy of this technology age and information age. He is beyond his years, but he can see. It's like this kid is brilliant. Okay.
He knows about protection and burning certain herbs and stuff like that also too.
Yeah, but he don't get into his full role of spirituality.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't think that they are ready for that. Mm-hmm. And he may be right. In his opinion, he doesn't know right now many of us are waking up. And there's a lot of people that are waking up and becoming consciously aware of their spiritual selves. So what's happening with Nipsey Hussle, he's had this gift for a very long time. But he's not going to speak about it because his agenda is to promote what he's doing. But he's operating from his spiritual self, not his physical self. And this is what I'm seeing with Nipsey Hussle, okay? But I do see he's going to surpass Jay-Z, and he's going to surpass Puff Diddy when it comes down to the business ventures. He got them. They're going to be here, and he's going to be here. Okay. I know that at one time he was dating Lauren London.
Yeah, they broke up. Supposedly. I don't know.
I know that. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if they broke up because I see them back and forth in and out with their relationship. Mm-hmm. But I do know that Nipsey Hussle is not going to get married right away. Because he's so smart that he knows that women approach him for his money and not for his heart. This is his God energy that I see with him. So I'm not seeing marriage for him no time soon, but he's going to keep doing what he's doing. His focus is business. His focus is, trying to change the world. You see what I'm saying? That's why he does what he does. He comes back to his community. He gives back to those who are less fortunate. You see what I'm saying? Because that's that God energy in Nipsey Hussle. We ain't seen nothing yet. I just see him doing more, and just not in California, but I see him going to different hoods or inner urban city areas, and I see him doing stuff in inner urban city areas and building some things and doing some things there too. He's definitely going to be that role model for a lot of these young brothers coming up. So he did a very smart thing, which was use hip hop to get a hold of, the ones he needed to get a hold to actually be that role model to teach them something. So I have to commend him because he's doing a great job of it. But, you know, I do want him to be mindful of his health, okay? As young as he is and as much as, you know, God energy he has, he needs to be mindful of his health. I don't see anything bad with him, but, you know, I keep seeing, you know, lung area, congestion. You know, he got to be careful with his health. That's what I see for Nipsey Hussle. I see he's going to get a lot of respect, and not just from the hip-hop community, but from a lot of these people with money. I'm talking about millionaires and trillion, and not just because, you know, he's investing in it, because he's got a very, very intelligent business mind. But a lot of that comes from his visions to see.
Well, he forces them to respect him.
What he does.
That's what he does. He forces them to respect him because he comes to the table with something. And they can't just play on his ignorance. So.
Hey, Roy Harris, how are you? So, pretty much, okay, so I'm going to let you touch on Cardi B. Okay? Now, I don't know much about her, but I did watch her on The Breakfast Club. Okay? So, what is the latest that you read on Cardi B?
What I read what I see with Cardi B is just like, she has a good heart. She's kind of shy, but she's into this. But with the career that she has to be kind of out there with it, with her personality. But she's more like, she kind of likes her privacy. Also, I see where she's gonna do real good in the record sales. Only, you know, just because she's a female and a lot of people latch onto that energy she got. She's really the only female that's really being talked about right now. And I don't know if that's by design, but I just see her doing real well this year. As far as relationship goes, I don't know how long the relationship she's gonna have with that guy Offset, because they might end up being just like Lauren London and Nipsey, in and out with each other, because he's kind of young. They're both in the entertainment industry, and you know how that goes.
Well, I don't know too much about Cardi B, y'all, but what I see spiritually, right now she's hot. She's a hot commodity, and she's doing her thing. Okay. But I'm going to be honest with you. By the end of next year, you're not going to hear about Cardi B. This is what I see, okay? You're not going to hear too much about Cardi B. Right now is her time. You know, some people have 15 minutes of fame, you understand? And some people, you know, have 10 years of fame. I see that right now she is a hot commodity, you know, and she's going to have her fame. But I'm saying by the end of next year, by the end of, you know, actually end of this year, December, January, you're not going to hear too much about Cardi B. That's what Spirits is showing me, okay? But as of now, yes, she's a hot commodity. Like I said, I don't know too much about her. I don't listen to her music. I did see an interview on Breakfast Club with Cardi B. I like her little personality, straight New York. She kind of puts me in the mind of Rosie Perez, the way she talks, you know what I mean? So, you know, I kind of like her personality.
I hate the way she talks.
She got a good heart. She got a good heart, but she's got to be careful because she will be taken advantage of. She also has been tried in the industry, okay? And what I see is that people have tried to play her, but she's very smart. Don't sleep on her. She talks like she ain't got no sense, but she's very smart, okay? But for her, I would like her to be careful, okay? Because people do take advantage of her kindness, okay? What I see for her this year, I don't know why I'm seeing a baby with her. I don't know if she's going to have a baby or what, but the Spirit keeps showing me baby. Maybe the end of the summer, maybe next year, she's going to have a baby. I keep seeing a baby with Cardi B if she don't already have children. I don't know too much about her, okay? But I see that she's having her 15 minutes of fame now.
That's what's going to kill her career right there.
Well, don't say that. That's not true. It didn't kill Beyonce's career.
That's because she's Beyonce.
So what?
Everything big come out of Texas. Beyonce's career is big.
Shit, here we go. Just because he's from Texas, y'all. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing big coming out of Texas until something big came out of New York. So let's get it right. Because at the end of the day, it all started in New York. Let's not play. But who is she with? Who is she with? Who is she with?
Some nigga that robbed the curator.
Robbed the crater my ass. Some nigga that's straight out of Brooklyn. Straight out of Brooklyn. You see what I'm saying? So why y'all texting?
Crater robbed the ass nigga.
Texting. Y'all talk about texting, but y'all love us Brooklyn folks, don't y'all?
I love my baby from Brooklyn.
Exactly. So don't talk shit. But anyway, y'all.
You know
at the
what I'm
end
saying?
of the day, is there a celebrity y'all would like us to read? We did David Chappelle. We did Nipsey Hussle. We did Cardi B. Is there something somebody y'all want us to read? Okay. Oh, by the way, y'all, I got my Sphinx coin design today. We're doing a little kinks on it, y'all. But the Sphinx coin will soon be out. Look for my Sphinx coin. I can't even say it. I'm gonna say Sphinx. Sphinx, okay? Sphinx coin. I got it designed today. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. By March, I expect y'all to buy some of my Sphinx coin. I'm not going to tell y'all what it's about yet, but it's going to be on a spiritual / something else feel, okay? And I actually got the picture of what I wanted to look like today, okay? Should I give them a sneak peek or no? No sneak peek?
No, we got to get that Joker copyrighted. Get it.
Oh, they can't steal that. They don't want to steal that. You know, Spirit is gonna whoop their asses. Anytime they try, something gonna happen, right? All right. Anyway, KRS-One. Justin, you want us to read KRS-One? I haven't heard too much from my brother lately. I think he got some health problems going on. If I'm not mistaken, this is what Spirit is showing me. Okay, KRS-One is living. He's living. I see him doing a few things, but I see lately he's had some health problems going on. I think KRS-One is but he's gonna rise up. It looks like he's in a kind of a hiatus, taking a break because of something with his health. I don't know if it's blood pressure or something going on with KRS-One's health that he's gonna take care of. Okay. Sherry Welcome said Katt Williams. Katt Williams. Katt Williams. One of my celebrity clients. Katt Williams gonna be up. He got a lot of ancestors walking around and he got some serious protection around him too, y'all. Katt Williams is gonna be all right. He went through his ups and downs for the last couple of years. You know, they tried to kill the brother. They tried to do many things to the brother. They tried to put him in jail. But he's another one who has a whole set of ancestors walking around him. And you're going to see Katt Williams rise up this year. You know what I see with a lot of these comedians, especially these comedians, they're going to be creating their own channels. You know, what's his name? D.L. Hughley has his own podcast. Mm-hmm. So you're going to start seeing more of these comedians and some of these celebrities. They're going to be dealing with more of their own, like, you know, internet. Look at the internet. Everybody's got their own podcast. You know what I mean? So some of these celebrities are going to be doing their own thing. They're not going to depend on Hollywood no more. Hollywood is falling and is crashing, okay? So with saying that, a lot more are tapping into the energy like everybody else. D.L. Hughley, he got his own little, you know.
That's it.
What?
That's it.
Okay, so go turn it back on. Change the battery real quick.
All right.
D.L. Hughley got his own little, you know, podcast. And I see a lot of these celebrities, entertainers are going to be like, hey, hold on, wait a minute. I got to get my own shit. I ain't got to depend on Hollywood no more. You see what I'm saying? So I see that pretty much, you know, we're coming back. Oops, I see pretty much. Hold on, y'all. Somebody said Steve Harvey.
Sell out.
See? Oh, Brother Dicker said he's a sellout. Yeah. He's a sellout. Hold on. I need to get a whatchamacallit for my camera, y'all. But okay, so as somebody said, Ludacris, Luda. You ain't heard much from Luda either.
Method Man too. Also, I forgot.
Oh, Method Man, Ludacris. Nah, I ain't hear too much from Ludacris. Ludacris is too caught up in the movie filming, in the industry over there, doing the films and stuff like that. I don't know if they're filming another. What is it? What's the TV show? The Fast and Furious. You know what I mean? Ludacris is doing another one of those. That's what I see. Or either he's filming, he's doing something else. Okay, I'm not seeing.
Tell me, is this right?
Let me see. Hold on for a minute. Let's get this back up here.
Hold up.
So Ludacris is. Hold on, fam. We're trying to get the getting the camera right over here. Okay. We're getting the camera right. Oh, there go Dave Chappelle. All right, here we go. All right, who else? Ludacris. Ludacris, did he gain some weight, y'all? Did Ludacris gain some weight?
Hold up.
I don't know. Ludacris gained some weight, y'all. I see, he gained some weight. I don't know. You don't see too much in the, everybody's doing their thing, y'all. Everybody's doing their thing. And it seems like, you don't see too much about them in the industry. Okay? You're not seeing too much about them. Why is it not coming up? Hold on. Y'all, we trying to get the stuff back right on, oh, here we go, right here. Yeah. Okay, but it's not here, so we got to do remote shooting, family. Okay. Go to the camera. You ain't try to tell me nothing. He talking about he tried to tell me. Why don't you get over here and talk to the people while I'm doing this instead of going over there and help out? I'm over here. You need to be talking to the people. They read it. You read it.
I can't talk as much as you. You be running.
Look, y'all. Donald Glover. Who's Donald Glover? I love him. Okay, Andre 3000. She said Andre 3000, y'all. Okay, let's see here. Capture fail. Is the camera on? Let's go.
Oh, yeah. What do you see with Obama?
Go ahead. You talk about Obama.
I can't see nothing with Obama. Let me see. Obama enjoying himself. He happy hanging in the limelight. He see your boy. He laughs every time they put stuff in the news about him and Trump. Because Trump running around trying to get rid of everything he created and stuff like that. I was reading today in the news, and I think it was the New York Times. They said that you remember when there was a big oil spill in I don't know if it was Louisiana, Alaska, wherever it was. Obama just he did like a memorandum, I forgot what it's called. It just cut off again.
No, it didn't.
Oh, well, anyway, he stopped all the offshore drilling. Well, Trump is going to try to reverse that, and he's trying to push back and get all the offshore drilling sites back up and running again, which is actually kind of sad because they was shut down because of the oil spill. And they can't even drill oil on land right, let alone drill oil in the sea. And I used to work in the oil field, and I used to frack. So number one, it's a dangerous job. They say it's more dangerous than being a police officer. I don't even think that's in the top 10 most dangerous jobs you can have. But it's really bad for the environment. It's bad for the people that work out there doing it, because number one, we deal with chemicals. We drill holes into the earth. We put dynamite down into the earth. We're disturbing the earth under the surface. When you frack, you drill a mile down. You drill 5,000 feet down in the earth's crust. Then you curve it and you go right or left, depending on where you're trying to aim into the oil pockets of what you're aiming for. And then on top of that, I know when we were out there, we would pump a lot. Sometimes they would use chemicals they wouldn't tell us about, and then sometimes when we would frack, they would use acid. They would put acid down into the earth. And I know in Texas, a lot of that, they say it doesn't affect the water because they're drilling below the water table. But I know, I can't speak for everywhere else, but I know in Texas that everything, if you're putting it in the ground, it has to seep back up. And what happens is with the water, a lot of people were doing experiments where they were putting a fire right by the water, and it was lighting the water on fire coming out straight out the faucet. I seen one where this guy, he was in a boat and he he lit the water on fire around him in the lake. So that stuff is definitely coming back up and going into the water table.
I think not April Star says something about Andre 3000. You haven't heard a lot from him either. You haven't heard a lot from them either. A lot of these celebrities, what I'm seeing, pretty much are living their lives, doing their thing. I see a few of them in the studio working on new things, okay? Mm-hmm. That's what I see with some of these celebrities. So with saying that, you know what, a lot of them just living like us regularly, you know, trying to, and let me tell y'all something, some of these celebrities are struggling too. Some of these entertainers are struggling, okay? Trust me, you think they're getting big fat paychecks because they got a name, but their fame is not as popular as it used to be, so they ain't got no money. So some of them are working regular jobs. Mm-hmm. Some of them are working regular jobs, okay?
I think that's why a lot of them are turning to the podcast, because their streaming money is pretty good. If you have a name for yourself.
Yep. So pretty much, you know, now somebody asked about, I think it was on YouTube, somebody asked about
Not the man.
No. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey. I'm gonna tell y'all about Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is like, give me my cash, kiss my ass. I don't give a goddamn what y'all folks think. I don't care what y'all say, but I'll tell you this. Y'all can say what the hell y'all want to say. Y'all can call me a traitor. Y'all can call me a kiss ass. And Steve Harvey's like, the hell with y'all. Because Steve Harvey be sitting home with them full big ass lips, okay? Sitting back with his feet kicked up, enjoying every goddamn dime. So he don't give a goddamn.
Cooling his soup out with them lips.
But you know what's funny? The thing about it is that with Steve Harvey, what I see with him is that I don't necessarily see Steve Harvey as a kiss ass. I'm just telling y'all what I see. I just see he got that attitude. I don't care what y'all say. It's my money. I'm trying to build an empire like they did for their children and my grandchildren. And I see that's where his mind is at. Okay? As far as him kissing, I just don't get that from Steve Harvey. And I'm going to tell y'all another thing about Steve Harvey. Because I don't really care for him like that. And I didn't like his book. 90 days or whatever that shit is that he was doing. Well, 90 days, make a man wait 90 days, which is bullshit to me. All right?
Me too. I don't believe in that
Steve
shit.
Harvey, okay, pretty much did not forget his blackness. Steve Harvey did not forget his roots, okay? So, Steve Harvey is just one of them type of people that is like, you know what? I don't care what y'all Negroes say. I'm going to get my money. And y'all can sit up there and talk about me if you want to. But Steve Harvey didn't forget his blackness. I'm going to tell y'all like that. So that's what I have to say about Steve Harvey.
What about Ricky Smiley? Somebody said.
George Clinton, you said you feel like he's going to transition soon? He may. Let me see what I see with George Clinton. George Clinton.
I thought he was George Clinton. I thought he was already dead.
Nah, George Clinton is not dead.
He ain't? Oh, damn.
No, George Clinton is not dead. I don't see him dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I stand corrected. Tomorrow.
You know.
Okay. You got him?
He may start. I'm not picking up George Clinton now. I'm not picking up that he's going to die. I would say within the next 6 months. Maybe within this year. You might see George Clinton, you know, transition up out of here.
Somebody said, what about Ricky Smiley?
On YouTube, y'all asking me about Ricky Smiley. Okay, Ricky Smiley. His little show, the Dish Network, is kind of going to be off TV this year. I don't see his show lasting. I don't know why, but I'm not seeing Ricky Smiley's show last. But Ricky Smiley, don't he got a TV show? Didn't he have a reality show? Because I'm seeing that he's going to kind of fade out this year. I'm seeing Ricky Smiley's going to kind of fade out this year, and he's going to not to be as popular as he used to be. He's still going to have a few things going on. I think he got a radio show or something like that. But I'm seeing that Ricky Smiley is not going to, you know, he's going to start fading out too. Something going on with George Clinton's health. That's what you see, and it might be because he is up there in age. Now, did he have a stroke? Why am I picking up a stroke with him? I'm picking up a stroke. If he didn't have one, he's about to have one. But I don't see it's gonna take him out right away. But okay, if that's what you're picking up, because I know you got intuition, my sister. I know you got intuition. Can you get some more coffee for me? You gotta pee. Let me see. Somebody said, how about Obama? Okay, let me answer the question. Method Man. Somebody said Method Man. Y'all know I used to hang around Method Man, right? Let me tell y'all something. Method Man, he's just a trip. He's funny. Method Man's a trip. He's funny. I don't know. Method Man's trying to do some more acting or something. I don't know what. He's trying to get into something else. Method Man is trying to get into something else. I see that, oh boy. Excuse me, y'all. Method Man is, working on some different projects. And it looks like he's behind the scenes doing some music. He's working with some younger boys or something like that. That's what I see with Method Man. Okay? Like you're working up with some up and new coming artists, doing some producing in the background. Okay? I see he's done a couple of, I don't know if he's trying to get into acting or something like this. Something Method Man is doing. But yeah, to answer your question, that's what I'm pretty much seeing with Method Man. Another thing too, I don't know if he's already married, but I keep seeing marriage for Method Man. I keep seeing marriage for him, okay? That's what I see for Method Man. Michelle Obama. I see the Obamas are just chilling. I see Obama say, yeah, we did our bit, we did our time, now we just relaxing. And they doing their thing. I see that they are comfortable, ain't worried about nothing. I see that they're doing their thing. And I just keep seeing Barack Obama with a robe on and a cigar. It's funny, y'all. He don't smoke cigar. Well, then again, I don't know. But I just see him, chilling, looking out his back, wherever he's at, living at. Like, he's just relaxing. I do see that he's still dealing with the politics somewhat. But you're not going to hear too much about it, okay? But, he's just relaxing. He happy he ain't traveling, having to get up every damn morning and... You know what I mean? He enjoying himself. Obama having a good old goddamn, and so is Michelle. Okay? I see that Michelle is working with Oprah on some things. I don't know what it is, but there's something going on behind the scenes with Oprah and Michelle Obama. And I don't know if Oprah's talking about giving her own show, or they're working on some projects together, Michelle and Oprah. Don't say I didn't tell y'all, so I see that. Something going on with Oprah and Michelle Obama. Okay? Martin Lawrence is chilling, relaxing. I see that Martin Lawrence is also working on some more. He's focusing on. I don't know if he's doing another. He wants to do another comedy special. Comedy special. But I see that he's working on that right now. I see that's where his focus up, and his money been kind of low. So Martin Lawrence is on his grind right now. That's what I see. Okay. With Martin Lawrence, yeah, he's on his grind. Okay. Any questions from YouTube family? Y'all see me yawning. I'm getting tired, y'all. All right, Escape. The group Escape. I heard something today about T.I. and Tiny. I ain't get to watch it, y'all, because I've been so busy doing readings. Y'all, I did 25 readings within 2 days. I'm exhausted, and I was doing them back to back to back to back. I will never do another New Year special again, okay? When I tell y'all my ass was reading for 3 days, I finished up my last set today. Let me tell y'all something. Nikki would never do that shit again, okay? I will not read back to back to back again. Yesterday, I was on the phone. I read 8 of my initiates. Was it 8 or 10? There's 10 of y'all. And then the day before I ate 8, and I was back to back. Call to call. I will never do that shit again. You hear what I mean? Okay? But anyway, family.
Yeah, I had to bring her some tissue because she was crying like a motherfucker.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't lie. Don't see why he just lied for nothing, goddammit.
I'm just joking.
And this people can read just as good as I can and didn't even help me one time, but want to enjoy the fruits of it. You know what I mean? So anyway, family.
What?
Rihanna.
I ain't help you? A little bit? No?
He ain't helped me at all. I'm a lie just like him. He ain't helped me one goddamn bit. You see what I'm saying? All right. All he did was pull out the card, and write it down. But he didn't read from his vision, and he could do it. Okay? Anyway, Rihanna. Y'all know I don't like that little heifer. I don't like Rihanna. I do not like Rihanna. But guess what? Rihanna, ooh, when I tell y'all her karma's getting ready to come back to her this year for what she did to my little baby Chris Brown. You see what I'm saying? She is about to see her karma this year for lying and tearing down the manhood of Chris Brown. Ancestors about to whoop Rihanna's ass. Don't say I didn't tell y'all so.
Ooh. She already going through shit.
Y'all want some coffee?
Rihanna already going through stuff. It started off at the beginning of the new year. Remember her cousin got killed.
Well,
I ain't saying that that's part of her karma. I'm just saying she's
right.
already going through things. Somebody asked about Floyd Mayweather. Will he fight again?
Will Floyd Mayweather fight again? You're damn right he gonna fight again. He ain't retiring nowhere. But I'm gonna tell you like this. Floyd Mayweather is going to have to humble himself, okay? He's got to be more mindful. You know, he flashes his money. Everybody knows him for flashing money. But Floyd, he need to relax. He needs to humble himself, okay? He needs to do some meditation, okay? It seems like Floyd got some ADHD. He needs to sit down somewhere and meditate for a little while, okay?
That's probably why he work out so much, because he work out every day of the year.
Wow. He needs to do more than just working out like that. He needs to sit down and relax his mind. But all jokes aside, Floyd Mayweather is a healer too. And he's a healer in the sense where I'm not saying he sees, but he's very good with plants. Something about plants. And Floyd Mayweather, Osayin, or a man that is able to deal with the plants. Floyd Mayweather is spiritual in that sense. That's what I see with him.
It's interesting.
Shit, it's almost 12 o'clock. I'm about to get off of here, y'all. I know it's that late. We'll take one more.
Let me see. I don't see nothing on
Anybody got any one more? We'll take one more before we get off of here.
It's 12 o'clock.
Y'all heard that? It's 12 o'clock. Y'all got any more questions before we get off of here? If y'all don't, remember what I said, okay? I'm storming. You're storming, okay? Well, let's storm back how I started the show with Jupiter. As I told you all, the planet of Jupiter is coming closer to the Earth. The planet of Jupiter is the protector of the Earth. The planet of Jupiter is the most spiritual planet. So look for the energy of Jupiter to be hitting us in after February, beginning of spring. Okay, be aware of the signs and symptoms you're going to get, because you're going to feel an energy out of this world. You're going to feel a DNA reactivation out of this world. The planet Jupiter is a very highly spiritual planet. Okay, not only that, Jupiter is responsible for intellectual thinking, spirituality. Okay, Jupiter also deals with justice. Okay, and I'm telling you what I see. I'm not coming from an astrological point of astrology. I don't do astrology. I don't claim to be an astrologist. I'm an African traditional healer, seer, and that's what I do. So I'm going into my first eye and telling you what I see. Jupiter is bringing some energy to this planet Earth that is going to be unbelievable when it comes down to what we are dealing with, okay, with our spiritual evolutionary process taking place with the human beings. Oh, if you think you've been getting awakening signs now, just wait till spring comes, okay? Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen how it's going to tap into your DNA and reactivate 2 and 3 strands of them DNA. And you start wondering, how the hell did I know this? What the hell? What's going on here? Don't get scared. Don't get scared, family. Do not get scared, okay? What you need to do is go with the flow of energy. Ain't nothing you could do about it. All you could do is go with the flow of energy of the evolutionary process that's going to take place with your human body, with your spiritual consciousness. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. Get ready, because you're going to see some superheroes flying around here.
Oh, somebody had one more question. They said, "What do you see? What's going on with Bobby Hemmett?"
Somebody asked me about Bobby Hemmett the other day. You know what's funny to me, family? I think Bobby Hemmett is, and I could be wrong. I don't profess to be 100% right with my readings, okay? I don't think they're telling all. I think after that stroke, it put Bobby Hemmett on his behind, okay? And I spiritually see Bobby Hemmett. I don't know if he's in a nursing home, okay? I may be wrong. I'm just saying, this is what I see, and I could be seeing past. I could be seeing present, or I could be seeing future, okay? I'm just seeing Bobby Hemmett right now. My vision's in a nursing home. I see that he did not recover fully from his stroke, and I don't know. Nobody's really seen or heard about him.
I see that. I know y'all might get offended by this, but the truth is the truth. You know, when it comes to, everybody saying the Apollo people put him in the hospital or did something to him. What happened to Bobby Hemmett had nothing to do with the Apollo people. Trust me. It had nothing to do with that. He just wasn't taking care of his health.
Excuse me, y'all. Eating donuts and drinking coffee.
He wasn't taking care of his health. So stop believing all of that. People like to say they did something to somebody. The reason why they saying they did something to Bobby, because everybody knows that Bobby Hemmett was revered and respected in the conscious community. Or not, I ain't even gonna say the conscious community. I'm gonna say in the spiritual community. And a lot of people looked up to him. So that's why these people are claiming that they did something to Bobby Hemmett.
All right, let me ask you. Somebody asked a question. I haven't heard about it. Is there some troops in Chicago?
I see a lot of that shit is fake. I see it's not real. I don't see there's no troops in Chicago.
All right, Love and Peace. Where you head at? Is it on the news?
They keep saying it is. I know that they had sent some there before.
Hey, Willie Steele. How you doing, Willie Steele? Long time no see.
But right now, I'm not seeing any.
Okay. Spiritually, what I see, they were in Chicago, but they're not there now. Right now, it's too goddamn cold out here for anybody to be anywhere. That's the last thing I'm going to touch on. Y'all paying attention to the weather, right? Let me tell y'all real quick. Hold on. Another thing. They have... Oh, I didn't see you. Hi. Hi, Kemi. Look at my daughter. Hey, Mom again. Well, I didn't see you. Don't be getting smart with me, little girl. Anyway, what was up with that SpaceX thing in California? I told y'all before in the last video, I want to go over that was fake. That was something that they were doing, that government was doing. That's what I see spiritually. But I want to tell y'all about this. If you all look at the video, they are, okay, planning to dig into the Earth's mantle, okay? Japanese has created a tool or drill that can go to the bottom of the sea to the Earth, okay? Yeah, Willie, still, you need to come on by the store. Come on down to Spiritually Speaking store. Google it. Come visit us, okay? Now, let me tell you this. So, now, they're talking about digging into the Earth mantle to see what's under there, to see what the Earth is made of, okay? Now, y'all see what I put on Facebook?
They say they want a sample.
They want a sample. They know goddamn well what the Earth is made of. But let me tell you something. If they do this, family, if they dig into that Earth with their drill, and they want to see what microbials are under there. What else are they going to do? What else did they say? I
just see that
trying to see how earthquakes are made.
And this is supposedly going to cost $543 million to do this.
Kemi, you want a donut? Want some coffee? Come eat with your mother. Okay, so now watch this. They're doing it off the Pacific Ocean. The West is off the Pacific Ocean, right? Now, you all remember years ago when Japan actually had an oil spill and it affected parts of California. Now, the West is off the Pacific Ocean. Do you know that if they did... Happy birthday, Mama. It's 12 o'clock. That's right. It's my daughter's birthday, y'all. Everybody say happy birthday to my daughter. Happy birthday. She's 29 today. Okay,
Happy birthday,
damn, I
Kimmy.
feel old, y'all. She's about to be 30 next year. Y'all say happy birthday to my daughter. Okay. So, that's what they said, Michelle Lauren, about also wanting to research
The
earthquake. Now, being that it's off the Pacific Ocean, they're going to do this. If you all been following me for years on my radio show before I started doing Facebook Live, you all heard me talk about that earthquake I keep seeing coming to California. Okay? That is going to break the Hollywood sign in half. I seen a major earthquake coming to California. Well, if their asses think they're going to go digging inside the earth, trying to see how earthquake was started and trying to look for microbials and doing all this stuff, don't say I didn't tell y'all so, okay? They're going to set off some serious earthquakes, and the biggest one is going to be in California and in between California and Japan, and they're going to set off some tsunamis. All right?
Let me ask you something.
All right.
What they trying to do too, because where they're drilling at, the earth's crust, it shifts. It's constantly moving underneath. If they do that, will that cause a collapse in the earth's crust to where it could cause like part of the island to shift? Like, I mean, not the island, but like land masses to shift or fall.
Spiritually, what I see, I'm under the sea. I'm telling y'all, I got my eyes closed. I'm under the sea. I'm in the bottom of the sea. I'm communicating with the spirit of the water. And what I see as they drill into the mantle of the earth, it is going to cause a shift. It is going to cause a shift. And I do see coming up out of that water and that sea is tsunamis. I do see that they're going to spark off some earthquakes. I do see some cities going underwater. I do see more sinkholes coming, especially in the west and the Florida. There's going to be Florida too. It's going to affect
Texas too.
Texas, Florida, the West Coast, Arizona. What Spirit is showing me is that if they dig under the sea, we're going to see a lot. It's no different than them doing the heart program when they're tapping into into the earth and under the water with the Navy or whatever they was doing. Well, this is going to be worse. Okay, they ain't got no business down there in the bottom of the sea digging and drilling nothing. And what is going to happen is that sea is going to rise up. And they're going to be taking some places underwater. Don't say I didn't tell y'all so. And I got my eyes closed talking to y'all right now. And I'm just inside of the sea. And I'm just seeing what they're doing. And I'm seeing, waves of water taking some cities underwater. I'm seeing sinkholes in different places. I do see that there's going to be a shift. But it's sort of like they're going to start a domino effect. That's why my suggestion to them is leave the goddamn sea alone. I told y'all a long time ago, that water is no joke. I do not play with the spirit of water.
And quiet is kept. That's why we're having so many earthquakes now, because of the fracking.
There's a 60 by 40 mile volcano in the middle of the U.S. I told y'all my predictions last week and the week before. I see a volcano erupting in Hawaii. The one in the U.S., isn't it in one of them? What is that? What is the name of that park? Yosemite Park or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a volcano that's boiling in one of them parks in the U.S.
Is it Yellowstone? It's not Yellowstone.
It might be Yellowstone. I'm not sure, y'all. Somebody look it up for me. But let them go ahead. There's going to be repercussions and consequences. Okay. And lastly, y'all, before we get off of here, I'm done with my coffee and donuts, okay? Yeah, that's because you're an Aquarius star, Eve, so you're going to love the water. You're a water sign. And I think there's so much truth to when we look at our astrological signs and our birth signs, because I'm very in love with the earth. But you know what? Spirit of the water is probably one of my favorites. And the spirit of the sun. I love all the elements. I don't know. I love all the elements. They're all my favorite. Okay? Good evening, Candy Rain. But I want to leave you all with this. Remember I told y'all seen a post up where Trump said something about, what did he say? What Trump say again?
About, what was he
North
talking
Korea,
about?
his weapons are bigger
Oh
than...
yeah, his nuclear button weapon is bigger than Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un. I told y'all, he gonna be up out of here soon, y'all. He gonna be up out of here soon. Okay? Happy birthday, Latrell. Who's Latrell? Who's that, Kemi? Who else's birthday is it? Y'all that came in and say happy birthday to... Yeah, you all late, Candy. Say happy birthday to my daughter. She's 29 today. She's watching us here on Facebook Live. Spoiled brat.
Yellowstone.
It's Yellowstone Park now. Okay. Should I buy a boat or go live about 30 miles from the shore? You know what? You might want to invest in some boats. Okay?
Put it on a mountain, it'll be like Noah with all the right when the water rise up, then you'll be good.
Oh, you know what? I didn't know it was your birthday too, Ashley. I would have told you that was my daughter's birthday too. Yeah, today's her birthday. Happy birthday to you, lady. I hope you got your birthday gift. I better hear that you got something. I know it's you, Ashley. That's why I said I know it's your... Ashley, I didn't know it was your birthday. My daughter's birthday is the same day today. January 5th. So is yours, you January 5th is your birthday, or was it January 4th? Okay. All right, because it's after 12, so you know it's 12 o'clock, so it's officially the 5th, y'all. All right. I would get a boat. They sell them on Amazon. They sell blow-up boats. You better get you a boat, okay? But family, on that note, I've been on here too long. We got on here at 11:10. It's now 12:14, and I'm ready to get off, okay? We'll see y'all again. We'll see y'all soon, okay? By the request, my sister Alexis K. Tyler said, Nikki, y'all need to do some celebrity readings. And I used to do them years ago, y'all, on my radio show. If y'all go back and look at my radio show, y'all see that I did celebrity readings. So I took my sisters. I said, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do celebrity readings, and that's what we did tonight. So thank you, Alexis K. Tyler. Thank you for that, my sis. Okay, I want to hear about that gift. I better hear that you got a good gift, okay? All right, family. On that note, we're getting up out of here. I'm tired. I got to get off here. We'll see y'all on when should we do another show? What y'all want us to talk about? What y'all want us to come out? Because we got to get him while he is on vacation from work. So we might do one more maybe Sunday. So what y'all want us to talk about? Anybody got any suggestions? YouTube, Facebook? What y'all want us to talk about? Will the stock market get crashed soon? Let me answer that real quick. Not just yet. I'll tell you what, the stock market is probably going to crash in early summer of next year. Okay? I'll answer that real quick for you. Okay? That's what I see. This better been this. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I see. Good. Okay.
It's good.
All right. So, on that note, family, chakras, you want us to talk about chakras? Candy Rain, they figure you be you. But when the Jupiter hits, I wonder what it's going to do to the children. Make them super children. They're going to be super children. It's going to make them super children. These kids are going to have consciousness. They're going to be on another whole level than we are. That's what I see with the kids, okay? That's what I see. So when Jupiter hits, these kids are going to be... You did say it. Remember you said the other day you see it affecting the children?
Yeah.
It's going to affect the children. These kids are going to be... You know what I mean?
They're going to blow us away. That's how...
Okay.
That's how it's going to be.
So chimichangas, Willie Steele said fallen angels. So we got requests to talk about chakras, falling angels. Okay. All right. So Sunday, we'll see y'all back here. But it's going to be earlier, y'all, because we got on here late tonight. I can't be hanging up this goddamn late. Okay. Orphan and star people. Okay. Star people. You a star person, Malik? I'm a star person. I come from Saturn. Malik Bay said a Book of Enoch. Didn't Denzel do a movie? Y'all go watch Denzel's movie about the Book of Enoch. I ain't talking about the Book of Enoch. All right? But anyway, we'll see y'all on Sunday. I guess we'll try to cover a few of the topics that y'all asked. Family effects of the retrograde.
Well,
What?
I don't talk about the retrograde. You talk about retrograde?
Well, Ivy Vega, my sweet cousin, the retrograde does not really affect family unless you allow it to. A lot of people have this belief in the retrograde can affect the family in a certain way, but it depends on how you deal with that energy. So it may affect some. It doesn't affect my family. It doesn't affect me. And basically, the retrograde just means the planets are going backwards, but it doesn't have to affect you. Okay, especially if you're spiritual and you understand the spiritual aspect of it. So the retrograde can affect your family. It cannot. It's however you want it to deal with your family. So don't believe that, my cousin. Okay. Alternative fuel source. Water, goddammit. Water, Justin. What? Oh, okay. Valid. Okay. All right, family. So we're going to get out of here because we've been on since 11 o'clock, 11:03, 11:10. And we're going to say peace out to y'all. Peace and blessings. Could you put the music out or something, mister? You supposed to be the DJ. You see, he's supposed to be the DJ. You know what I mean? DJ. YouTube. Peace and blessings, YouTube. We'll see y'all soon. All right. We got Sona Bate playing.
Boy, a drummer getting down. Look at him.
Yeah, he getting down.
Yeah, he playing around.
Good night, family. Press keep. See, I pressed keep last time. I did just like that, and it didn't fucking show.
That was a good one too.
What? See how I ended it with us without pictures.
They said, when was that brother? They cried. When was that him? I was kidding here. What did you say? Viva. That's Spanish. Viva going.